We're going live, bro.
Alright, I'll just take it to mobile, it's fine. Next time I'll fix it better.
So I'm just trying to confirm that we are coming through. I mean, it says live. We are live.
Yeah,
One person watching. I think that's me.
You're just a little behind on my end, I guess, because you have it 5 seconds behind.
Right. Do you want to see my you want to see my screen direct?
Through the phone, yeah.
Why can I not see? Hello, YouTube.
Okay, now I can see it.
Time for part 4 of Castlevania. I have another author on today. We seem to be going through stably, which means I'm going to just try and get the game to load, because today I have the FAQ. And I don't think this game will get me community guideline violations like Bayonetta probably. You watched that stream last week? Or not, week before, rather.
I think, like, because with Bayonetta they use the Frank Sinatra song. That's probably most likely why you probably got a little bit of copyright claim on there.
Oh, I didn't. Community guidelines, man. I'm talking about the fact that she's basically naked.
Well, yeah, there's that also.
Hey, Wrangler. I actually see chat now. Yes, I'm here to continue Suffering. But I have the FAQ, so maybe I will pull this off. But I'm also here because Tony released a new book that he's going to tell us about in a moment. There's more than one person, probably.
Alright. Sorry, a little nervous.
Nervous to be in front of one whole person?
I guess, yeah. Just being put on the spot here.
That's all good. I mean, we can talk about my book instead if you want. My book's coming out on Monday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what is it, Gamma Coin?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sequel to my debut novel. Which I actually got advised today that I should do like a compare and contrast between the two and talk about like what I did differently and all that. But if I did that, I would just be like dunking on myself because Gamma Coin is like a strict improvement. Like everything about it executed better than Faceless.
Okay.
And I don't really want to make an entire video about like, oh hey, you know, you see this? This first book in the series is bad. That doesn't seem like a good idea, now does it?
No, I guess not.
Tell you what though, releasing a book when it's your 5th one instead of your first one feels a lot different. The magic does start to fade.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does feel like that a little. But I guess like when you write your 5th book, you kind of get into the rhythm of it. If you feel like you're making progress with your writing style and so with your prose and all that.
Yep. It does make me sometimes question how unduly kind some of my beta readers may have been previously when they say things like, oh, this is your best work yet. Oh, you've gotten better every book. I'm like, I haven't gotten that much better, hold on. Or rather, this new book isn't that good. How bad were the previous books?
Yeah, that's at least so a lot of questioning. I guess it depends on, like, if it's a work that you yourself can go back to read it, like, would you consider those works good or not? If that makes sense.
I don't know about you, man, but I do not enjoy reading my own books. But I don't enjoy rereading. Because, like, if I remember everything, it's hard to re-enjoy a story, you know?
Yeah, I guess it's part of the process of, like, proofreading your own work. You know, I guess it's just part of being an author. It's just making sure it's, at least, enjoyable, that you will want to reread it or read it yourself.
I think there's a slight difference between wanting to reread something and if this were a fresh product to me, would I enjoy it? You know?
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes, I don't usually often reread any of the books that I've read. Not like the books I've read, or I wrote, but like.
I mean, you have to reread.
Yeah. I usually I just read it one time. That's about it.
What's your proofreading process?
My writing process?
Proofreading.
Oh, proofreading process. So I don't know, because it depends on, like, sometimes I would sorry, I'm trying to find the right words. Sometimes I would either proofread while I'm writing it, which it probably isn't a good idea if you're proofreading something you're still working on, because it can lead to delaying the book further. Like, sometimes if I reread a sentence while I'm in the middle of writing it, if it's something that should be written, I would go do that right away. If I have something in mind that sounds a lot better than what I originally wrote. Usually, so with my first novel, after I've finished writing it, I would just read through it, just check through, like, any mistakes I made, and if there's, like, some sentences I feel could be written better, then I would rewrite it. I guess that's how I describe it, because sometimes I will write an outline before I write the story, and sometimes I will start the story before I write an outline. So sometimes I go back and forth. If I write something in the outline that's a little better than what I wrote in
How many books do you have out right now?
the story. Yeah, if I wrote something in my outline that's like written better than or a certain plot point that's written better than in the story, then I would rewrite it in the story. But
So how many books do you have out right now?
Like, in the process, or
Available for sale.
well, just that one novel I have for sale.
Okay.
I also have some short stories that I've written that I uploaded on my Substack newsletter. It's called Tony Capone's Corner. If you would like to check some of those short stories out. There's a few I did for the Iron Age prompts on their website.
Dude, they do prompts so fast. Aren't they like
yeah,
weekly?
yeah. Sometimes I see it. Well, sometimes I would see it like every other 5 weeks or so. I mean, it depends on like if I see them on my social media feed and all that.
Hey, Duggard.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with Simon's Quest. I only know the few things from the Angry Video Game Nerd episode that I watched. Like, there's a trick with like where you have to sit or crouch near a corner and wait 5 seconds until a tornado comes and picks you up and takes you to a next level or something like that.
No idea, man. This is my first time playing through it.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with this.
That's all good. I got an FAQ. I know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I just literally can't find the guy that will upgrade my gem.
Yeah. Do you remember where you've, I guess, accomplished through the game so far?
I mean, I cleared the second mansion. I'm trying to get to the third one right now.
Okay.
Well, it might be in the wrong city, I guess? Because there are 2 cities on this side of the ferryman. I guess we're gonna go check the other.
Okay.
We got 3 people in chat. What is your pitch for the book you just released?
So basically, it's basically a historical superhero novel, although my character doesn't have any superpowers or anything like that. There's no other, I guess, vigilante heroes besides the Red Phantasm. But it takes place in the same world as I mean, it's still like, it takes place in Flanders, Belgium. But it takes place where, this character like Reynard the Fox exists. Like, there's talking animals in it. But in the world I wrote, some are like talking animals or civilized animals, and some are like just regular wild animals. But basically, the novel's about like these 5 conspirators who are looking for the treasure that once belonged to Reynard's father, sort of like Reynardius. Hidden treasure that Reynard like spoke of about in his I guess trial when he did his confession. And basically, the Red Phantasm is trying to, stop them from finding this treasure in order to like use it for their coup d'état on the Republic of the Milipatui, which is the name of in the city-states in the lower lands where the civilized animals live. But yeah, it's I try to write it like a story, sort of like in the same vein as The Shadow and the Green Hornet.
I still have not actually read A Shadow story.
the I've only read the Death Tower, and I've listened to the audio drama that Razor Fist did of the Black Master. It's like a self-contained story.
Cool.
Yeah, there's some other books in the Red Phantasm series that are already planned out, so they also have their own self-contained stories and sort of that old pulp familiar kind of fashion. But yeah, I guess I had this idea from the folktale of Reynard the Fox itself. This particular story for my novel, because I had the idea of like, what if I guess a little spoilers if nobody has read the medieval folktale story of Reynard the Fox. It's like, what if the treasure was actually real? Because Reynard just basically, in his confession, he made like this tall tale about his father's treasure in order to kind of like the king noble's greed, and so he'd be able to escape death and all that at the hands of the gallows. It's just basically that idea, and then some other story elements like form within it, and also right on the superhero in that sense, or character. And yeah, when I first wrote it, it went through like one major revision. Like the story was a little different.
Dude, major story revisions are always hard. I'm currently like redoing the next book because I just do it well. It kind of kills you a bit, doesn't it?
Like just doing a major revision.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, definitely. Because when you first envision it, and when you keep reading it, it doesn't. There's some like major plot holes or some characteristics that just doesn't work. And also, so in my first vision, I had the idea where this phantom, and I had the idea that so there's the main character, Red Phantasm, in my novel, and then there's this proxy character named Jacques Lower.
Alright, what's a proxy character in this context?
I guess I forget. I guess it's like a do-rogger, just like a second main protagonist.
You're around it? Okay. Never heard someone call that a proxy character, but okay. Oh, you motherfucker!
Yeah.
Did you say that? You just yeeted me into the water.
Yeah, but it's harder to watch. I can only see like 5 max second the footage of the live stream like 5 seconds behind.
I mean, I am streaming directly to you. If you look to the other tab, I am streaming directly to you.
Well, I see the footage on the the game footage through the phone here, actually, so I don't know why I was looking through the decks. Well, I looked through the desktop so I could look through the chat. But,
Okay.
yeah. So did you buy
Yeetlevania.
Yeah. Did you already get the white crystal?
Yes, I'm way ahead of that. I have made it to the
Okay, so you made it. So you got like.
I am in the process of getting Dracula's eyeball right now.
Towards eyeball. Okay, so you already got his rib and.
Yep. Yeah, I've got the FAQ up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna pull it up so I could help you out.
All good.
And...
It was really dumb that I was relying on a guest to do that.
I mean, it's okay. I don't mind doing that. So here you guys are. You going for his eyeball? And, where are you at? Bram Mansion?
Yes, I am in Brahm Mansion.
Okay. There was this joke. There's this joke that one of my friends at the comic book store said. Because so I play Magic the Gathering, and there's this card I
What
have
format?
called, yeah.
What format?
This card I have. What is it? I'm sorry. My
What
hearing's-
format?
What format? Oh, Commander.
Ugh.
It's for Commander.
Okay, continue, I guess.
Oh, well, anyway, there's this. So I was playing. There's this card I have called Sylvan Scrying, but I said it as Sylvan Scream. And then one of my friends made a joke that I was like, I was a writer and I can't pronounce that shit right. And I was trying to argue that it was like a tomato thing, but I guess, I don't know.
Sylvan Scrying is one
No.
green. Look at the top 5 cards of your library for a land or a colorless and put it into your hand, right?
Yeah, you look for a basic land.
Oh, it's
I mean,
that
he
one.
says it's supposed to be pronounced Sylvan Scrying.
Yeah.
I've been saying scream.
It is used in Tron. Wow, I know that card. Tron used to be a cool deck in Modern. Now it's just like, bro, what is this? Turn 4 and the game is no longer allowed to be played? No, they need to ban Ugin. I hate 9-drop Ugin.
I'm not familiar with that card.
In 1v1, 9-drop Ugin reads, resolve this Planeswalker, delete every permanent your opponent has played. And you get to
What?
keep Ugin.
What the hell kind of card is that? Jesus.
It's a Planeswalker.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, ew.
Yeah, so they brought him out in like Khans of Tarkir or something like that, and the idea was that in Khans of Tarkir, oh my god, my hops. Anyways, Khans of Tarkir was a 3-color set, right?
I guess so. I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, well, yes, it is. And Ugin was a colorless Planeswalker, and his ability is that you can delete all colored permanents. So, if you're not playing a colorless deck, basically every single permanent you resolved in the game gets the. And they can pull that off on like turn 4, turn 5.
Is it the you said a 9-drop, right?
Yeah, Ugin the Spirit Dragon.
It says he's Ugin the Spirit Dragon.
I believe that's his full name.
yeah, well, yeah. It says that he's an 8-card drop. And one of the abilities you mentioned is exile each permanent. It's converted the mana cost X. That's one or more colors. Is that it?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Where do I continue from? Oh.
Oh, for these bosses, you can just skip past through them. You don't have to like fight them.
Excuse me, but my button mashing skills say something else.
I mean, still, you can. I mean, you can just get the weapon, I guess, but you can just pass through them without fighting them and just grab the parts from there. And that one, you just throw an oak stake at it. Do you have the stake?
Yeah.
There you go. You now possess Dracula's eyeball.
Deckard, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Seems like such cancer. However, I did watch Nux Taku and his friend that stopped being his friend because of drama do a progression draft series that looks actually like a lot of fun. They started from the very beginning, and it was like every week they added a new expansion, drafted 6 packs or something from it, and rebuilt their decks. Looked awesome. Why did OBS just disconnect? Did my stream just die?
I guess you'll see your gameplay footage right here.
Okay.
Through the...
God. Dude, these headbanging jumps.
Yeah, your stream is still going on.
Oh, right. I should probably check for secrets.
Secrets.
Oh, am I getting murdered right now? No, I'm fine. I really don't care about hint books because I'm literally just taking an FAQ.
Okay. Well, anyway, back to the revision thing. So originally, I guess I was gonna do something similar to Batman Beyond, where the younger guy takes the mantle of the first guy, who's the Red Phantasm.
Oh, I can buy another steak? Sorry, one sec.
Good.
Alright, so you're saying about the Red Phantasm?
So I originally, so the character, the second protagonist I have, Jack Bauer, he was originally supposed to be...
Jack Bauer? Okay, 24.
Or Jacques Bauer. It's like a French person named I can't spell today. Jacqueus.
Yeah, Jacques. Sure. He's
Yeah,
a JB.
Jacques Lawlers or something like that. And he was originally going to be... He was supposed to be related to the Red Phantasm, or and that's what I originally had in mind, and then the nephew was supposed to take his mantle because he was killed off or something, but then I just decided I was dumb and
Okay.
just scrapped it.
Dude, family drama is always good drama.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do something like that with having like the second protagonist be related to the Red Phantasm.
Why not?
I guess it would just be enough to just have him be. I don't know, or I guess I thought it wasn't a good idea to have them be related, so I just changed Jock's last name and just have it not be related to the Red Phantasm.
Jeez. Fucker. Dude, I hate that the best attack when an enemy is below you is a, like, 1 damage holy wall.
Yeah, that's not a good time. Are you familiar with the Myst games?
Yes, but I've actually never beaten one. I was actually thinking of trying to do a blind play with me and chat, going through Myst and Riven and all that good stuff.
Well, I'm really familiar with the first Myst game and some of the puzzles. So if you need help with that one, I mean, yeah, not to like ask if I can like backseat gaming for you or whatever, but if you need help, I can help you out.
Well, I mean, you're in my Guilded, you'll hear about it, if/when I get around to that. I actually have a lot of games that I'm pretty chaotically, playing through.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Right now, well, recently I've been playing, Metroid Prime 2, which, I'm liking so far. I plan to get back to playing. So I already beat Myst 1, and I plan to play. I played a little bit of Riven, but there's like 2 other point-and-click games that I'm also playing, like Broken Sword 1, or Circle of Blood, as it was originally called when it first ported to America, and Gabriel Knight 2, the Beast Within. Those are the 2. Those are the 2 I would like to get back to. There were stories in there. They're pretty fun.
Interesting. Never mind. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, spikes. Watch out.
Oh, by the way, as it is time to remind all of chat, you need to hit the like button, you need to subscribe, you need to tell your friends. Okay, YouTuber stuff over. Oh my god, moving platforms, my bane.
Oh yeah, this thing's a kind of really a pain. It's like you have to wait till the platform is high and then you jump. There you go.
I am a good gamer. God damn. I would have rage quit so long ago if I was paying quarters for this.
Oh god, I can't imagine this game also had an arcade port.
Jesus Christ. I'm not drinking for every time I die like someone was trying to get me to do.
Oh, no, your lungs would rupture if you did that.
My lungs?
Or your liver, not your lungs.
Yes, there we go.
Sorry,
I did give my liver quite the workout this weekend, which, by the way, I should... God damn motherfucker! I should do a Gen Con wrap-up, because I did go to Gen Con for 4. Had a blast. I do want to say, to anyone in the indie movement trying to be a creator, go to a convention and see other people and the amount of success that they're having. It will fucking inspire you. At least it did for me.
Yeah.
And it will definitely prove that people have been successfully indie for a very, very long time. Oh, I just got a diamond, okay.
I guess it's probably something I'll plan to do. Plan to do if I guess when Dragon Con comes up, I'll probably go there. Although I don't think anyone would recognize me, I guess. I mean, because the last two the cons I went to, I've only been to the Dragon Con. That's the only con I've ever been to. I never been to, excuse me, I never been to Comic Con or Gen Con or any of those cons. I only went to Dragon Con because it was in the same state I live in, so.
Sorry, once I'm staring at the FAQ very intently.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Okay. I know what I'm doing now. Thank me. Bold words, right?
I mean, I say that every day.
Yeah, so my friends were talking about trying to find some more cons to go to, because we're big into anime. But, like, anime conventions are cringe, to put it mildly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I live in Michigan, which means Youmacon is pretty reasonable for me to get to. But Youmacon is so incredibly mismanaged, it's ridiculous. Like, Gen Con is actually managed by adults with jobs, and they understand that, like, that the con success requires things like being able to get your badge. Whereas, like, Youmacon, if you try to get your badge the day of, it can be like a 2.5-hour wait.
Yeah.
Terrible. But, like, we were talking about going to Anime Matsuri, because they advertise themselves like a giant party. Could be cool.
Where's that?
Texas.
Texas? Okay.
Hey, where's Dragon Con?
It's in Georgia.
Because we were looking at that, but it's like a mixed con, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a mixed con. It's kind of like Comic Con, but it's Dragon Con, I guess.
So have you been there previously?
Like in Atlanta.
Yeah, because we were definitely talking about going there.
Alright. I mean, if you plan to go there, I'll come join you guys. If you're okay with that.
Plans are not settled right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone, there is a link to my Guilded. In the description, I think. But it should still be a valid invite link, because that's where we talk about book club and organize guest schedules, stuff like that. And you all should join.
Sure.
Apparently, I need garlic and a laurel. I do not have garlic. You play many board games?
I played some board games in the past, like Parcheesi and Jumanji. Not like very. Like,
Very okay. You're that kind of gamer. Okay, sure.
Yeah. I've been interested again into BattleTech, and there is one other store I know where people play some BattleTech games there. I just don't know where to start.
Talk to them.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone that plays a game like BattleTech will be happy to help get you started.
Okay. Yeah, because there's another store, which is like not too far from the comic book store I go to. It's more of a board game kind of store. You can also order some food there because they also have a kitchen there. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, game stores near me only have like, you know, Mountain Dew and Doritos. I just look at it as normal nerd fare, I guess.
Yeah.
So I did back this game on Kickstarter, Heartseeker by Vindicated Games or something. Iron Age game producer that apparently proved that my playgroup is a bunch of turbo-optimized autists when it comes to gaming. All four of us play to win, and we all look for the optimized strategy to win. And what happened for us trying to play this game was the game is supposed to be about risking, basically. Because in order to capture a point, you need to play 3 cards onto it when it's revealed. You're trying to plan a date for a waifu, right? But you can only play 1 move per turn. And it takes 3. So it's kind of like, why would you ever play the second move if 3 people after you have a chance to capture? Like, before you get the chance to capture it. So why would you give them that opportunity? And the guy that made the game was just like, because it works that way? And all 4 of us were like, no, I am not allowing them to get a point. And then the game took an hour and a half and we never scored a point. I think that's a problem with the game design. I don't think that's a problem with me.
Yeah, it sounds like a game problem. I don't know why, they kind of remind me of Dream Phone for some reason.
Not familiar?
Dream Phone, it's like a video. I first heard about that board game from a Board Games video. It's like...
Don't you mean everyone is John Deckard? I don't know when everyone is Dave. You're talking about the schizophrenic multiple personality game, right?
The Dream Phone?
No, I'm replying to chat. Okay, where am I supposed to go?
Did you already get Dracula's nail, or right?
Nah, so I'm trying to go to the graveyard. Okay, I went the wrong way. Well, that would explain that.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to play a game like this because it's just too cryptic for me to figure any of this crap out.
Ah, that's fine. You play Myst. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, this is too cryptic.
Myst makes no sense, and you damn well know that. It gives you puzzles to solve way before you have the tools to solve them. You have no actual way of knowing what you're supposed to be working on.
I mean, it's not like too cryptic to the point where you can't like solve anything. Like once you find, something to do, then you like, get to solving stuff and all that. With Castlevania 2, it's just, where do you even begin?
With the FAQ.
I mean, with this, I don't think you even need a guide for that. That one, I think anyone can just pick up and be able to. It's easy to figure stuff out, like real easily. Which version of the first Myst game that you own? Do you own the original? Or
I owned the original as a little kid.
Yeah, I bought the first game, or at least the Masterpiece Edition, as it was called. It's still the original game with the slideshows and all that, but yeah, there's also the real Myst, which is like a 3D, I guess, remaster of the first game. It still has some of the same set pieces and FMVs from the first game, but it's just in actual 3D instead of like, pixelated 3D like in the first one. I mean, it's not like a slideshow or anything like that.
Yeah, I actually found the I don't know how to describe it, the capture quite charming for the animations in those games.
Yeah.
Oh wow! According to the the FAQ, I was supposed to be using laurels to not die in swamps.
Oh.
Ooh, great. I'm going to die.
Yes, by a bunch of blue goo.
Actually, like, learning how this game works. Oh, shit. Well, that was a waste.
The only Castlevania game I ever beat is actually the first one on NES.
The timing.
I've only played a little bit of the third one and a little bit of the demo of Symphony of the Night on the 360 re-release.
Everyone tells me to play Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, it's a great game. I reckon it's pretty good. It's very like Metroidvania kind of stuff.
Fucking slimes. Having a great time over here. Alright, once I get to somewhere decent, I'm gonna dig out another of my one of my actual con purchases. Because I was very disappointed to learn that you can't buy the original of a game. You can only buy a remaster, which might mechanically work better, but I suspect actually that it may be politically compromised, because it's kind of a choice target for that. So you want to take a guess? It is a role-playing game system that is not Dungeons and Dragons.
Which remaster is this?
Alright, so I'm gonna just find a spot in town to park.
Okay.
I bought 2nd edition of Paranoia. It's even in frame. This is a tabletop role-playing game that actually uses decks of cards, because otherwise things get literally too complicated to play. But the entire premise is that you're troubleshooters in this massive sci-fi megastructure city ruled over by Friend Computer. And the original version is that it's just this satire madness of communism, because if you ever at any point question Friend Computer, no matter what is coming out of its mouth, if you question it or say that it's wrong, your character immediately gets killed. So no matter what is happening, you have to go along with it. But every single character, player is given a secret society that is trying to overthrow Friend Computer. Literally everyone is trying to do it, but they're all trying to do it in a different way, and they're all fighting each other, and that's why Friend Computer is still in charge. And I've been wanting to play that forever. Now I have 2nd edition, which might not be what I'm looking for, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's always really terrible when, you know, these games, like, get reworked, you know, to how they were originally made. Just because, I guess it doesn't meet political standards, I guess.
Well, it might still be anti-communism, because, like, a lot, like 90% of America still says that, hey, yo, communism bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that coming? Okay, lovely. Love it.
Yeah. The Last Express is another point-and-click game I played. I was able to beat that one like months ago. That's probably one of my favorite games I played.
Not familiar.
It's made by the same guy who created Prince of Persia. That game, if you're familiar with it.
Familiar, but I've actually never played a Prince of Persia.
Okay. If you own, in the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, there's a way you can unlock the original game. Like you can unlock and play the original game.
Cool.
Pretty cool. That's how I was able to play the first game. I mean, you can. It was ported. It was first ported in like Macintosh, but then it later ports like for the Sega Genesis and NES. So it's been ported on a number of times.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, The Last Express it's a pretty fun game. So you basically play as this guy who's on the run. I guess he's on the run from the law. he's looking for his friend, his like revolutionary friend that he hasn't spoken to in a while. And apparently there's like some treasure that he owned, and then like he finds his friend dead in his train room in a room in the train, because the entire game takes place in the Orient Express, in like in around 1914. So this is like pre-World War One, like weeks before World War One got started. But yeah, I recommend Alexis Press. It's a good time.
One game I was considering playing, that I am reconsidering playing, because I actually finally saw gameplay of it, is the Touhou series. Then I saw Kishinjo playing it on, like, medium difficulty. I would go insane trying to play that. Yeah, I feel like...
Project?
Yeah, you familiar with Touhou? Touhou? Or are you not a weeb?
I just looked it up. A shoot 'em up game?
Touhou is a bullet hell game.
Yeah.
It is like the bullet hell game. Or rather, it's the most difficult bullet hell game. And unfortunately, I'm just sitting here grinding. I am sorry, chat. This must be boring, but according to the FAQ, I need to buy like 17 lore.
Yeah.
Or I can't do the next mansion.
Yeah. I've only played a few bullet hell games. I played Ikaruga, and I own Chaos Field on the GameCube. Those are the only two I've ever played, but they're pretty fun. I mean, with Ikaruga, it tore my hair out because it's so frustrating. Yeah,
there are different kinds of frustrating. I've definitely played games that are difficult but doable. Oh hey, level up. And then I've played other games where it's just like get wrecked. I guess the first game that comes to mind is I was playing Slay the Spire a couple months ago, which can be really addicting at first because it's this like roguelike tower climber thing where you use a deck of cards to fight monsters and such. But if you want to actually beat the final boss, there's actually like mandatory rare items you need to get. And if you don't get them, your deck simply is not strong enough to do it. So, like, really early on, you can know that your run has failed. Which is just bad. Because you have no control over what relics you get. It's just like, okay, so I just spent 20 minutes, and it's hopeless.
Yeah,
I want it to be daytime. I'm gonna go wait in town, because I definitely have enough hearts at this point.
I don't remember playing any... Well, I think I played a few bad games, per se. I just don't remember which ones I played. I
am still mad about Dark Souls 2. I love the hell out of Dark Souls 1, but they added RNG elements, and it's not feeling fair.
Yeah, that game. Yeah, I don't know. It's just
Not a Dark Souls fan?
the hardest.
Dude, I'm actually kind of looking forward to
I
that
played a
Armored
little
Core
bit
game.
What is it? I'm sorry.
The Armored Core game that they're doing. That could be really dope. They want a Spetsnaz shotgun the size of a small building.
Yeah, I played a little bit of 4 and 4 Answer of the Armored Core games. I wasn't as much into them, unfortunately. I used to play. I used to own and play Dark Souls, the first one, and I played a little bit of 2.
I find it really funny that like the entire community agrees that Dark Souls 2 is kind of dog. It was like everyone agrees it was bad.
Yeah, I guess there's some choices that were not good choices for how they developed the game.
Apparently, almost everyone got confused about where you were supposed to go and stuff. There just weren't many weapon options in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get too confused about where to go. I don't know. It's been a while since I played those Dark Souls games. I'm not too much of a fan of it. I mean, I wasn't too much of a big fan of it when I played those games, but I did enjoy them for what they were. Besides 2.
Why can I not find the crater? Did you end up pulling up the FAQ?
Yeah, I'm at the.
Where?
I'm at the FAQ.
Where is the guy that sells? Oh, he's over there. Okay.
Are you looking for the Laurels?
Yeah, I think I found him. Okay, you're telling me that you don't play half naked with a katana? You're playing the game wrong if you're not half naked with a katana.
No, I never played the game half naked with a katana.
Bruh.
I don't know. I'm not too experimenty when it comes to playing those games. I mean, it's very impressive what people can do, especially like these games like the early Final Fantasy games and all that, and how the ways you can just break the game or something, or just instant win or something like that.
Okay, it has been 1 hour. I have achieved my immediate objective. I did clear 1 mansion. Unfortunately, I have not written more than like a paragraph today. I spent all day in the office. So, I think I'm actually going to call the stream early. Get your closing shill in.
Okay. So I have a first book out, which is available on Amazon. It's called The Rand Phantasm, the Fury 5. You can check that out there.
Yep, link is in the description.
Yeah.
Or at least the link that I was given.
Yeah.
And you know what else is in the description?
Your book and the...
My book.
Yes, your book.
Look at this beautiful thing. Look how chunky this is. This is only $15. Look how much book there is. That's a lot of book for your dollar. And this is some damn good cyberpunk. This is the sequel to my debut novel. This is Bastion Blackstone 2. It is it's Sherlock Holmes in the future, man. It's great. It's not a murder mystery this time. This is a manhunt. It's a dual perspective novel that jumps back and forth between the guy on the run and Detective Blackstone trying to bring him in as everything just goes to hell and secret government organizations get brought in to fight gangs, and it's great. Check it out. Link is in the description.
All right, then.
Thanks for tuning in, chat. Tony, thank you for joining me and now co-hosting all this stuff. I'm hitting end stream now.